AI is everywhere right now. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Bing AI, everyone's talking about how search is changing. And if you're running a property management company, you might be thinking, should I shift my marketing away from Google and start to focus on optimizing for AI search? Or is that all just hype? Well, in today's video, I'm going to walk through that and take a look at the stats and give you an idea for what you should be focusing on to drive property management leads for your business. So let's start with the facts. Despite all the noise about AI and ChatGPT, Google isn't losing ground. In fact, it's actually still growing. According to new research from SparkToro, Google traffic grew by over 20% in 2024 and now receives roughly 373 times more searches than ChatGPT. That's 373 times more searches. So while AI tools are definitely gaining ground, they're starting to become more popular, Google is still where nearly everyone goes to do searches, especially when it comes to local searches, like searching for a property management company. But here's where it gets even more important. ChatGPT usage skews heavily towards younger demographics. I went ahead and created a table to visually illustrate this purpose. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see. And what we can see in this table is the fact that right now, the age group of 18 to 29 is the highest adapter of ChatGPT. Roughly 58% of them have tried using ChatGPT. The age group of 30 to 49, roughly 41%. 50 to 64 years old, only around 25% of them have used ChatGPT. And then 65 plus, only around 10% of them have used ChatGPT. Now, let's compare this with the percentage of rental property owners by age bracket. As we can see, the highest adopters of ChatGPT is the age group of 18 to 29, yet only around 2% of people in that age group use ChatGPT, whereas the age group 30 to 49, only around 18% of those individuals are rental property owners. And then if we look at the age group of 50 to 64 and 65 plus, the percentage of rental property owners are 42% and 38% respectively. So that means the bulk of rental property owners are within the age of 50 to 65 plus. And those groups have the lowest percentage of adoption of using AI right now. So that means they have very low usages, but they own more than half the rental properties in the United States of America. So this is the market that you definitely want to make sure that your marketing is focused on. And if you're solely focusing in on ChatGPT and AI search, you're missing out on the bulk of people that can actually afford to use your service. So this means if you're focused on scaling your property management company and looking to add on hundreds of doors, Google's still the main battlefield right now. It isn't shifting. Don't get me wrong, AI is exciting and there's going to be a place and a time for it, but it's not where the majority of high intent leads are coming from right now. Now let's talk about what you should be doing to double down and get more leads for your property management company. But before I do that, I just want to take a second and let you know about Upkeep Media. At Upkeep Media, we specialize in working with property management companies to help them bring on more owners and more leads for their business. If you're interested, we offer a free property management lead gen session to anyone who signs up. You just have to go to our website at upkeepmedia.com/growth, fill out the form on that page, and a member of our team will reach out at the time that you booked. During that call, we'll show you what your competitors are doing to bring on new properties. We'll take a look at where you're currently positioned from an online standpoint, and then we'll give you recommendations that you can look to implement regardless of whether or not we work together to help your business grow. So just visit upkeepmedia.com/growth, fill out the form on that page, and we'll speak with you soon. So now let's get back into it. What do you need to be doing now to double down and start to generate even more leads for your property management company? So here's the roadmap. First thing, double down on Google. Google's not going anywhere. They are not going to disappear. As we just saw, they grew 20% in 2024 alone. So start to optimize your Google business profile, get consistent 5-star reviews for your company, build location-specific landing pages for your website, improve your website's conversion rate, and make sure that your messaging speaks to your target audience, being owners, not the tenants, and try to focus on their main pain points when you're creating the messaging for your website. The next step is start to prepare for AI visibility. So like I was saying, it's not to say you should completely ignore AI, but it should not be your main focus. If you're not at a point right now where you're generating tons of leads from the internet, AI should be on the back burner. If you're at a point where you're generating tons of leads, but you want to just future prep for when AI starts to get even more market share, then make sure to start publishing regular blog content, start creating regular video content. Think of what common questions are that owners have and try to answer all of those in your content. Then another thing you want to start to do is add what we call schema markup throughout your website. This is basically structured code that allows Google and AI to get a better understanding of what your content is actually speaking about. And then the next thing is you want to start to build topical authority. You need to become the go-to expert in your market so that AI wants to reference your business. Now, the funny thing is, what's required to start to prepare your site for AI is the same thing that's required to really get more traffic and more rankings in your Google searches. So it really is more or less very similar process. So if you are starting to focus on the SEO for your website, it's also later going to benefit you for AI search. If you are really hyper focused on AI search, the work that you're doing is also going to benefit you for Google. So the good news is what helps you rank in Google today will also help you rank in AI search. So keep that in mind. You want to consistently be building up your online authority so that you are prepared for generating leads today and you're prepared for when AI starts to gain even more market share and when people actually do start to do local searches using AI search. If you like this video and you're looking to hear more tips about how to grow your property management company, please give it a like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.